Baby bus!
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
Vanishing polar bear.
Wow! Tomorrow is the double skating challenge competition. I'm Reporter Hippo, and I've come to the skating rink to interview the skating star duo, Polar Bear and Husky. Oh, where are they?
Reporter Hippo circled the skating rink, but couldn't find Husky or Polar Bear. Just then, Sheriff Labrador walked over.
Woof! How are you, Reporter Hippo? Are you here to interview the competitors?
Sheriff Labrador, why are you here?
Oh, well, I'm here.
Wait, let me guess. You're here, and Husky and Polar Bear are both missing. Don't tell me. Both of them are terrible criminals, and you've come to arrest them.
Huh? What nonsense! Husky is the police station switchboard operator. He has a cold, and he has given me his entry place.
Oh, I see.
Reporter Hippo, did you say that Polar Bear is missing too?
Yes, I looked around, and I haven't seen him.
Oh, that's strange. I just called him on the phone, and nobody answered. Where could he be?
Sheriff Labrador asked the animals at the skating rink anxiously.
Excuse me? Sir, have you seen Polar Bear? Does anyone know where he went?
Polar Bear? Haven't seen him. Don't ask me.
Nope.
Huh?
Oh, Sheriff Labrador, you may not know this, but Polar Bear is a cheeky thief. He often steals my cookies.
Puffing with anger, Penguin pointed to his empty cookie box.
Yeah, that's right. He borrowed my gloves and cap and still hasn't returned them. My ears have frozen. Ooh.
Arctic Fox rubbed her red ears sadly.
Well, that's right. And he never buys a ticket to enter the skating rink. He sneaks in every time. This morning he didn't buy a ticket, but I caught him in the act of sneaking in.
Elk, the owner of the skating rink, was so angry he stomped his feet.
Oh dear, I didn't know that Polar Bear, the skating star, was such a bad person.
Reporter Hippo held his microphone tightly with great excitement.
Woohoo! This is big news! I must do a Polar Bear interview as soon as possible.
Reporter Hippo, don't get so excited. Even if you want to do an interview, you must find Polar Bear first. Elk, if Polar Bear didn't buy a ticket, where did he go?
I'm not sure. I just heard him muttering. The skating rinks in my hometown in the North Pole are free, he said. He wanted to find a place to practice for free.
A place to practice for free? But there's only one skating rink in Forestville.
Sheriff Labrador frowned. Suddenly, a cold snowflake landed on the tip of his nose. He looked up and saw feather-like snow falling from the sky.
Whoa! It's snowing again. Oh, it's so cold. The river must be frozen.
River? Frozen? Huh? Could it be?
Sheriff Labrador's dark, round eyes suddenly lit up.
I know where Polar Bear went.
Hey, wait for me, Sheriff Labrador.
Sheriff Labrador led Reporter Hippo to the side of the river. A layer of ice had formed on the water. It looked like a natural skating rink. A weak shout came from the middle of the river.
Help! Help!
It's Polar Bear. Polar Bear, where are you?
Help! I'm in the river! Wow! Look, Sheriff Labrador! There's a hole in the ice! Polar Bear has fallen into the river! Quick, let's pull him up!
Wait! It's very dangerous to step on thin ice. If the ice breaks, you'll fall into the water.
Sheriff Labrador held Reporter Hippo back.
Find a rope or a tree branch and let Polar Bear hold onto it. We'll pull him up from the bank.
Hippo quickly found a rope. Together, Sheriff Labrador and Hippo pulled the Polar Bear back up to the bank. They took him to the hospital.
It was terrible. If you hadn't come in time, I would have drowned.
A frozen river is very dangerous. If you fall into the water, you may suffer from exposure and shock or even drown. It's very dangerous. You're lucky you only caught a cold. And your medical fees are only $300.
$300? Entrance fee to the skating rink are just $3. Oh, from now on, I'll pay for a ticket to the skating rink. I won't go to the frozen river anymore.
Mini episode on safety. Woof!
You have a cold too, Polar Bear?
Achoo! Oh, yes, Husky. Oh, how did you get a cold? Achoo!
Yesterday, I saw that the river had frozen over, so I walked out onto it. The ice cracked, and I fell into the water. I had a hard time crawling out and almost drowned. Polar Bear, how did you catch a cold?
Achoo! I did the same thing as you. Frozen rivers are dangerous.
That's right. Frozen rivers are very dangerous. Sheriff Labrador's Safety Talk. Winter is here. Many rivers and lakes have frozen over, but never play on the frozen surfaces. If the ice cracks and you fall in, you may not only freeze, but you may even drown, putting your life in danger. Always be careful. Woof!
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
The Happy Restaurant.
The Happy Restaurant Super Cheap Barbecue Buffet! Come and enjoy!
It was the new year. The Happy Restaurant was very crowded. Sheriff Labrador and his relatives were dining there too.
Today, we're having a buffet. Meat, vegetables, drinks, and fruit. Eat as much as you want.
Sheriff Labrador and his family were chatting when suddenly...
Refund! Refund! Refund!
Huh?
Shouts of protest suddenly came from another table. Sheriff Labrador quickly stood up when he heard them.
Something is wrong. Let me go over and take a look. What happened? Why do you want a refund?
It's Sheriff Labrador! Please help us!
I came here because the advertisement says we could eat as much barbecued meat as we want.
Look! It's just vegetables and fruit!
There's not even one piece of meat.
That's right! Only vegetables and fruit!
That's right.
Yeah, that's right, Sheriff Labrador. Isn't this cheating customers? We want a refund!
Refund! Refund! Refund!
Sheriff Labrador looked. Sure enough, there was only a few plates of vegetables on the table.
But I really put out several plates of meat just now. How did they vanish so quickly, huh?
Fox, the chef, was so nervous sweat broke out from his forehead. A round, chubby crocodile with his tummy puffed up like a balloon walked over.
Meat. I want to eat more barbecued meat. Huh? No more meat? Well, I feel miserable.
Seeing the empty plates, Mr. Crocodile's eyes suddenly rolled back as he fainted and fell to the floor. Sheriff Labrador quickly called an ambulance.
Oh, dear! Why did Mr. Crocodile suddenly faint? Oh, no.
Did he faint because he was angry he couldn't get any meat?
Yes, Mr. Crocodile loves to eat meat. He gets angry if you ask him to eat vegetables. Now that this restaurant serves nothing but vegetables, aren't they out to cheat Crocodile? This restaurant is despicable!
I'm not! I didn't! Don't talk nonsense! I really prepared a lot of meat!
Fox felt so wronged his tail drooped.
Could my meat have been stolen by a thief? Oh, Sheriff Labrador, you must help me!
All right, don't panic, everyone. Let me investigate.
Sheriff Labrador started to examine the scene carefully. He noticed that in front of an empty seat, empty plates and bones were piled up into a mound on the table.
Huh? Whose seat is that?
It's Mr. Crocodile's seat.
Why are there so many plates and bones at his seat?
Huh. So Fox really served meat, but Mr. Crocodile has eaten it all. Look, Mr. Crocodile's belly is puffed up like a balloon.
I told you I prepared meat.
The chef heaved a sigh of relief.
Huh? Why are you staring at me?
That's not right. Then why did Crocodile faint?
Could the meat be poisoned? That's so scary.
What? Poisoned? No. Don't talk nonsense. You must believe me.
The chef felt so misunderstood he fell to the floor, plopping onto his bottom. He was about to cry.
You've accused the chef wrongly. I think Mr. Crocodile must have eaten too much meat. He didn't eat any vegetables, and his body couldn't digest so much meat. It made him ill and caused him to faint suddenly.
Huh? Really?
Oh, yes. We can verify after the doctor has examined Crocodile.
The ambulance arrived and took Mr. Crocodile to the hospital. The doctor examined Mr. Crocodile, and sure enough, he had fallen ill and fainted because he ate too much meat.
Oh, Sheriff Labrador, thank you! If it were not for you, my happy restaurant might have to change its name to Crying Restaurant. Oh.
You're welcome, Fox. The holidays are here, and delicious food is everywhere. Everyone must be careful and pay attention to what they eat. Eating too much or only eating meat and not vegetables can make you ill. Watch what you eat. Whoop. Mini episode on safety. Woof. I'm back. Huh? Why is everyone eating vegetables?
A crocodile ate so much meat he fell ill. We have to eat more vegetables.
Well, actually, Crocodile fell ill because he only ate a lot of meat and no vegetables. We can still eat meat.
Really?
Of course. Sheriff Labrador's Safety Talk. As long as you don't stuff your belly, eating meat and vegetables in equal proportions and maintaining a healthy diet, you won't get sick.
Let's go, Sheriff Labrador!
Who stole the good fortune pie?
Come and look. The pies in our shop are the best.
Rabbit, the pie store owner, called out loudly in front of her pie shop. There were all kinds of pies displayed in the shop. There were cherry pies, pecan pies, and peach pies. Everyone looked on, mouth watering.
Woof! Rabbit, there are so many pies in your shop.
Yes, Sheriff Labrador. There's more to come, too. I have a new delicious pie.
Oh, really? What kind of pie?
It's a good fortune pie. I put extra care into making this pie. Whoever eats it will have a year filled with good fortune and get whatever they wish.
Rabbit shook her ears in delight.
Really? Rabbit, may I see it?
Follow me. It's in this box. Oh, no! My pie!
Rabbit cried out in shock when she opened the pie box. Sheriff Labrador went over and looked. The pie box was empty.
Oh, no! Where did my pie go?
Rabbit, don't panic. Let's look for it before we jump to any conclusions.
Sheriff Labrador and Rabbit turned the pie shop upside down, but they couldn't find the good fortune pie anywhere.
It looks like the good fortune pie has been stolen.
What? Without the good fortune pie, I won't have good fortune. Without good fortune, my business will be unlucky for the whole year. Oh!
Rabbit held on to Sheriff Labrador and started sobbing.
Rabbit, your snot got onto my shirt.
I'm sorry. Sure enough, my good fortune is gone. I've even dirtied your shirt.
Don't cry, Rabbit. Did anyone go near the fortune pie just now?
Let me think. Ostrich and Mr. Snake?
Ostrich and Mr. Snake?
That's right. Both of them were near the good fortune pie just now.
Rabbit suddenly recalled something and was going to dash outside.
Yes, and Mr. Snake had even won first prize at the pie eating contest. He must be the one who stole my good fortune pie.
Wait, Rabbit, you have to investigate the scene if you want to crack a case.
Sheriff Labrador held Rabbit back. He took out his magnifying glass and examined the pie box carefully. He found a few scratches on the box. Sheriff Labrador's dark, round eyes suddenly lit up.
These scratch marks. I know. A snake's scales wouldn't leave behind these scratches. The thief who stole the pie must be Ostrich. Look, these are Ostrich's claw marks.
What? It's Ostrich? Sheriff Labrador, let's go find him!
At that moment, a loud thump came from the entrance of the shop. Sheriff Labrador and Rabbit looked and saw that Ostrich had fallen on the ground. A bump was protruding from his long, thin neck.
Look at this huge bump! Ostrich must have eaten the whole pie! Ooh. Give me back my pie!
Rabbit, something is stuck in his throat. It's dangerous to shake him. We must send him to the hospital at once.
Sheriff Labrador and Rabbit quickly took Ostrich to the hospital. The doctor used a long pair of tweezers to finally pull out the good fortune pie stuck in Ostrich's throat.
Oh, so miserable. This pie has given me nothing. Bad fortune. It's all a sham.
Ostrich was lazy. He didn't want to do anything except eat and sleep. And he didn't want to work to earn money. He didn't make a single cent the past year. So he thought stealing the good fortune pie would give him good fortune. When Sheriff Labrador caught him, Ostrich panicked and swallowed the whole pie.
Good fortune comes with hard work. You won't have good fortune by stealing somebody else's pie. And pies are dry. If you gobble down a whole pie, it's easy for it to get stuck in your throat and endanger your life.
Sheriff Labrador is right. Bad Ostrich! Pay me back for the good fortune pie!
Wait, huh? I have to pay for it? Oh, man. I stole the good fortune pie, but it didn't give me any good fortune. I won't steal anymore.
Mini episode on safety. Woof! Woof! Rabbit, I want to buy a pie. Huh? Oh, why is there a piece of paper in the pie box?
Sheriff Labrador, I'm worried kids will get the pie stuck in their throat if they take too big a bite. So I've specially made a pie-eating safety manual.
Let me see. Take small bites when eating pies to avoid getting them stuck in your throat. Rabbit, this is very good. Sheriff Labrador's Safety Talk. Don't take big bites when you're eating dry foods like pies or pastries. It's easy for them to get stuck in your throat. If you get something stuck in your throat, never drink water, but use the Heimlich maneuver to get it out, or go straight to the hospital. Pies are delicious, but eat them safely. Woof!